combined storage between Lake Mead and Lake Powell is the lowest it's ever been since Lake Powell started filling in the late 1960s. We are at an unprecedented crisis.
Now, the state of Utah is watching the levels closely. The Colorado River Authority anticipates receiving a plan in the next few days on how the river will be managed for the future.
This plan is long awaited as Lake Powell and Mead both sit under 30% full, and their current operating guidelines expire at the end of the year.
Samantha Hoffman is joining us tonight. And Sam, what do you know about this proposed deal?
The Colorado River Authority of Utah expects 3 documents to be released in the next few days by the Bureau of Reclamation. As far as what this entails, we still haven't seen the documents yet, but many are reporting it is very similar to a deal mentioned in May by the lower basin states.
The Colorado River Basin spans over 1,500 miles with interconnected waters. But with a 20% reduction in river flows over the past 25 years, 7 states must work together.
This is an offering largely pitched from lower basin states, those states being Nevada, Arizona, and California. And what has been proposed describes a series of cuts that are essentially larger than what is currently in place.
Well, Nevada has prepared for years to deal with potential cuts. Kyle Rorink with the Great Basin Water Network believes Arizona and California may more likely see damage to their agricultural community and new requirements for businesses and homes' water use.
So why are they, volunteering these cuts? Why is it more focused on the lower basin?
The lower basin, largely because of geography, largely because where the population centers are, the lower basin has just developed more use over time.
Does this mean that Utah would be off the hook, or what kind of requirements or mandates could we see for them?
Utah is absolutely off the hook. It's part of the problem. We're likely going to see Utah officials continue to hand out new permits on the Colorado River system waters within that state.
Rorink worries with less regulatory pressure on the upper basin, continuous overuse could spark litigation between states.
What types of alternatives could address that overall issue of scarcity, of less precipitation, less consistent snowpack?
Measuring our creeks and our streams in a more efficient way, measuring groundwater and its impacts on surface water in a more efficient way, looking at big infrastructure projects like wastewater recycling and desalination.
He says all that research and infrastructure will require major funding from Congress, but the deal may spark their help.
What we really need are signs of stability. And I think those signs of stability will help get the Congress more engaged.
Rowing says the proposed deal would also change the timeframes and how often the Colorado River Basin states meet with one another to make management decisions.
So, big picture, what that means is these entities that have been getting together to try and hash out plans will likely be continuing their current schedule and their current pace and cadence of meetings, which was something that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, really wasn't done as frequently. But I think frequent meetings are going to be the new norm.
The Colorado River Authority of Utah says they will comment once those documents are out on what it'll mean for Utah. Live in St. George, Samantha Hoffman, KUTV News.